Why am I happily married? Why am I happily married? Why am I happily married? I keep preaching to you guys that you only need to say one statement, phrase, or question. And why am I happily married is the best statement, phrase, question you can ask. I'm going to explain it in detail today, especially for my new subscribers, because I want you to really, truly get this. This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos. I would truly appreciate it. If you are interested, I have a group that is a specific persons challenge. It is a paid group. It is $33 a month. You can hit me up in the email below, my Facebook business page, if you'd like to get in on the challenge. I also do one-on-one coaching. So again, if you're interested, send me a message and I can help you drastically change your life for the better. I preach. And I have turned 27 million shades of blue with you guys saying, I want to be with my specific person to say the phrase, why am I happily married to Jared? Now, your person may not be named Jared. I use Jared. So why am I happily married to Jared? There is a loaded question there. The first part is it is a question. The question must be answered. So you have to answer a question. Anytime I ask a question, somebody automatically thinks of an answer. So you have a question that must be answered. You have happy, which is the feeling you want in this relationship. You have married, which is the status, the title you want to your relationship. The person you want to be married to. So this question is loaded in 4 ways. It is a question, a feeling, what your title is in the relationship, and to whom you are married to. So I am doing 4 things in one phrase. I am persisting in this works. I have 1,035 clients that I have gotten back together with the love of their life. 1,035 people. When you ask the same thing over and over and over again, it must show up in your reality. Here's the beauty. First thing, you don't have to believe the question. You don't have to believe that you can be happily married to your love. I don't have to believe I can be happily married. I don't have to believe I'm happily married to Jared. I don't have to believe it. Belief is a bullshit story that you are sold by the law of attraction and all other types of manifesting communities to say you have to believe it in order to receive it. I call bullshit. You don't have to believe it. You just have to know it is possible for you to be able to be in a fully committed relationship or married to this person. So if you want to be married, is it possible? If you don't think it's possible to be married, then step back to, is it possible to be in a fully committed relationship? So you have a person you are manifesting. This person is married to somebody else, and you think, I can't possibly marry to that person because there's a piece of paper that says I can't marry him right now. Well, then go to the fully committed relationship, because a fully committed relationship is possible. He can leave that other person. He can move in with you. She can move in with her parents and start seeing you. Think about it. If it is possible, that's all you need with the question, is to know it is possible to be with the person you want. Number 2, don't worry about the how. The how is none of your business. You don't need to know how it is going to show up. You can throw ideas out there. How did I suddenly get married to Jared? By believing it is not a question I like, period. Because again, I don't have to believe it. But you can say, how did I suddenly get married to Jared? By knowing it's possible, by seeing the wind blow, by asking this ridiculous question, by changing my inner world so it reflects my outer world. You can come up with answers. Why did I suddenly get married to Jared? How did I suddenly get married to Jared? Because of the way he looks at me. I know he loves me. You can affirm how things happen, but you have to pick a reason and make it a stupid, ridiculous reason if you are messing in the how. You only need to say, why am I happily married to Jared? Why am I happily married to Jared? Why am I happily married to Jared? Because it will get you exactly what you want. If you need to mess in the how, give it a reason and a stupid reason. Because I'm asking this ridiculous question is the best, stupidest reason. Because you just made a true statement. You are asking a ridiculous question. So how did this happen? Because you asked a ridiculous question. Now your conscious is going to send it out to the universe so that the minions can deliver it. So you have a loaded phrase. You have no longer messing in the how. You're dealing with doubts. Resistance is going to come up when you ask, why am I happily married to Jared? If they're in another relationship, you're going to automatically say, guess what? There's a piece of paper on the table. He's living with somebody else. This isn't possible. You just undid your thing. So you are rejecting your relationship, and you need to ask yourself, why are you truly rejecting your relationship? Now, here's a thing. I'm a high quality person. I give you checks and balances. I tell you things that you need to do to change your reality. Well, your checks and balances, there are no such things as doubts. There are no such things as blocks. The thing that you are doing is legitimately rejecting your relationship because you feel guilty, you are angry, you want an apology, and unless you get that, you're not going to accept that you can be in this relationship. So there is something you want. You are rejecting the relationship. And I'm not talking about I want to be in a fully committed relationship with this person. I am talking about the apology, the guilt, the reason you are blocking it. Because if you are walking around saying in your head, I want to be happily married to Jared, you want it. You are hoping, knowing it's never going to happen. If you are walking around saying, why am I happily married to Jared? You want it. You know it's possible. You're not seeing results. Are you saying, I'm not seeing results? Are you saying out loud, we're in radio silence? Are you saying out loud, he's with somebody else, so he can't be with me? Because you're not lining up your thoughts and your words. You are saying you want something, but you are truly saying, I really don't want it. You can't have it both ways. So you have to go a little dumpster diving because the question may bring up resistance. To affirm or praise, because so many people have to answer the questions. Why questions do not have to be answered. That is your choice. How questions must have an answer. So if you are asking a why question and you are affirming, you're in a relationship with this person, you affirm the things you like about the relationship. If you are rekindling this relationship, you are leveling it up, you're getting back together again, stop calling them the ex. Stop right now calling them the ex to anybody. You know, he's the one who got away. That's still putting it in the back. You have to affirm or praise what you want. So you've had a relationship with this person. You love the way they communicate with you, the way they hold you, the way you snuggle together, the fact that they give and take. One time you watch their movie, the next time you watch your movie. You go on road trips together. Things that you love in the relationship is you're affirming or you're praising of that relationship. So in the relationship, I love the way he looks at me. I love the way he says my name. I love the way he pays attention when I'm talking. I love the way he looks back and he can remember details of conversations we had and the little details of the conversations. I love that I get 2-minute text response time. I love that he has no problems calling me. I love the fact that the whole world knows that I am the love of his life. Those are ways to affirm your relationship so that you can have that relationship back. That is how you are praising your relationship. So you're not in a relationship with this person. It is a new person. It's somebody you have not dated before. You are going to look at the relationships around you, your relationship with your parents, your best friends, your siblings, your coworkers, and you're going to make a list. What are the things that they do that you like? So my best friend, he listens to me. He listens to me and I can rattle on for hours and hours and hours. And if I say, you're ignoring me, he'll go, no, I'm not. And I'm like, tell me what I just said. He will give me bullet points of everything I said to him. So that is something I want in a relationship. The next thing, my best friend, she tells me if I look fat in an outfit, if I am hungry, eat this. My daughter is amazing. I can call her up and go, I'm hungry and I don't know what to eat. And she'll say, well, what kind of mood are you in? And I'll tell her what kind of mood I'm in and she'll get pizza. If I'm not feeling good and I happen to walk in front of her, my daughter will say, you need to go get a Powerade and fries. And I mean a large fry and a large Powerade. I don't want to hear this crap that you're on a diet. Do it. Those are things that the people we love do for us. So you can take those things that they do, put them on your list. And you can say that this person does those things for you as well. So you are affirming that you are happily married to this person. So this works specifically if you are like manifesting is, for example, a celebrity and somebody you didn't know. You are giving them the qualities you want in a relationship. Now, when it comes to extracurricular activity, because that is a given in a relationship, you need to decide what that is. If you've been in a relationship before, you know how many times a week you want to have adult play. If you've not been in a relationship before, it's something you need to think about. And you need to affirm that that part of your relationship is amazing and that you do it as many times a week as you want to do it. Because I know people who are in a relationship and haven't had it for 6 months because they are affirming, I don't get it. She doesn't like it. He doesn't want to do it. She always has a headache. He doesn't want me anymore. He thinks I'm fat, so we don't do it. I hear all kinds of excuses about it. So when you are asking your questions, what you're doing is clarifying what you want with your lists. So you have to know exactly what you want. And that's why I say you create a story, condense it to 30 seconds, turn it into a question. Why am I happily married to Jared? It takes less than 30 seconds to say it. I am happily married to Jared is a statement. Why is the question? And I can say it both ways because I am focusing only on the fact that I have a great relationship. And the more I focus on my relationship as being great, that's what I need to do. Now, for all of you guys in the back who are going to say, well, Susie, trust me, one question is all it takes to get in a relationship. How often are you going to say this question? Until you are blue in the face. until you get your person. And then after you get your person, you're still going to ask this question. I had people tell me all the time they are happily married, and I ask why, and they say they get a different reason every day. They've asked this every day of their marriage. They've asked this every day of their relationship. You have to title your relationship. If you want a fully committed relationship, it has to be stated, why am I happy in this fully committed relationship with Jared? If you want marriage, why am I happily married to Jared? If you want to be living together, why am I happily living together with Jared? You have to title your relationship, because I don't advocate text messages and phone calls. People think you're doing something wrong. No, you're not. When you are texting the love of your life and you text them all day long, you're texting 50, 60 times a day. Awesome, amazing, wonderful. But are they physically showing up for you? What is the title of your relationship? Somewhere you are saying that they're texting me, but they're not physically showing up. They're calling me, but they're not physically showing up. They're saying everything I want to hear, but they're not asking me to marry them. Those are things that you are doing consciously or unconsciously. Now, I kind of did not do my hair this morning. Yesterday's video was about high quality women. I am one. And I got up this morning and I kind of took the weekend off from my business, my Facebook, and my YouTube channel. And I just enjoyed my Friday evening, Saturday off, and Sunday I was working on building a website. So because of doing that, I did a little bit of client stuff and I spent most of the time doing my website, as well as I spent time catching up with an old friend. So I did a lot of stuff this weekend for me. And this morning I'm getting up and I'm going through and I have probably 1,000 messages to go through from the weekend. And I'm like, okay, this is real, raw, 100% me. I can't be worried that if I'm happily married, Jared's going to reject me because my hair's not completely done, my makeup isn't on, and I haven't finished making coffee yet. And it's what, 10 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock in the morning my time. I cannot be saying I'm happily married to Jared and he's not going to accept me unless I'm dressed to the nines. I cannot be happily married to a woman and saying, well, I'm only going to accept her if she's dressed to the nines. When you are in a relationship with your partner, you're going to see the good days. You're going to see the bad days. Remember the wedding vows. For better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish until death do us part. In those vows, I'm not saying I have to be dressed to the nines. I'm not saying I have to kiss your ass. I'm not saying I have to say yes to everything you want me to do. I am being 100% natural, authentic, and real. Guys love to see us without their makeup because they want to know what we look like first thing in the morning when we wake up with them. And we cannot sustain getting up an hour every morning for the next 50 years to do our hair, our makeup, and get dressed for our guy. And then you're going to go back to bed and you're going to have to take another shower again because he might be frisky. Think about it. A relationship is balanced by checks and balances. When a guy wants to marry you, he is going through his checks and balances to see if you match those balances. If there's something in there that's a little off, he might be ghosting you. He might not be responding to you because he is deciding whether or not that is a deal breaker to be in the relationship. And if you are doubting that I don't have makeup on, my hair's not completely finished, you just gave him a reason to reject you because you just rejected yourself. When you are being natural and 100% real, that's when they love you the most. Guys want to see your messy bedhead. Guys want to know that they're going to get up and they might not get a cup of coffee because they don't want to be in a relationship for 10 years and then all of a sudden find out you can't you can't do it anymore, and you explode because you feel like they're personal made. And they thought everything was perfect for the last 10 years, but you've been bottling it up. So you have to be who you are, because eventually it's going to come out. Women, men like to be spoiled just as much as you do. They like to be told that they look good. They like to be told that you are happy in this relationship. They don't always want to have to do everything. They don't want to have to plan every date, every phone call, every conversation. They like the generic terms, happily married, because it covers everything. They like knowing that when they come home, that you're going to do your fair share in the relationship. And I don't mean just cleaning the house and making dinner and doing the laundry. They're not afraid of cleaning the house, doing the laundry. I mean, honestly, they're not marrying you because you are a maid. They're marrying you because they want a partner. They want somebody who is going to add value to their life and help them to grow old, to build an empire. And that empire doesn't have to be $1 million or $1 billion. That empire can be building their own lawn business, building their own construction business. That empire could be building cars. That empire could be going to work, getting a paycheck, and taking that paycheck, paying the bills, and then traveling around the world. Everybody's hopes and dreams are different. So you have to find a way to balance those hopes and dreams. And balancing those hopes and dreams are not worrying about whether or not your hair is perfect and your makeup is on point. It is being 100% authentic and telling somebody, no, I don't like that. You are fully able to tell your best friends, I'm not doing that. You got to be able to tell your spouse no. Or you can say, I'm not really sure about doing that. I'll try it once, and if I don't like it, we're never doing it again. They would rather be told, I'll try, and I'm never doing it again, than to be told down the road, you make me feel horrible because I have to do this for you. Because now you just lied to them about the whole relationship. So when you are happily married, you have to define what happily married means to you. And I've given you a bunch of ways to define that. So my formula is one question. But when you are asking why you are happily married, you're truly looking for the reason you feel spoiled. Guys as well as girls want to feel spoiled. So I tell you to ask, why am I spoiled? Why am I happily married? And why is this working out for me quickly, easily, and effortlessly in the most fun and adventurous way? Those 3 questions are going to be the question that you ask for the rest of your life. Because if you are asking that question for the rest of your life, you are going to live your dream life. You are going to live a happy, blessed life, and everything is going to work out to your advantage. You stop asking those questions, chaos can come in quickly, easily, and hard. Literally, it'll come in hard and fast. So as a conscious creator, you are creating your reality. You are now responsible for constantly doing it. And making it fun and adventurous means it's not a lot of hard work. Blanket phrasing it means that these guys have a way of showing up in your life that can surprise you, and you don't feel like they love you because you are simply asking a question or stating something over and over again. But you ask, why am I spoiled? And the entire universe is going to do nice things for you. Why am I happily married to Jared? He's going to do nice things for you, and you are going to do nice things for him, and you guys are going to raise each other up, and this relationship is going to last forever. Why is everything working out for me quickly, easily, effortlessly, in the most fun and adventurous way? Because that keeps chaos at bay, and it says that what I'm doing is working. So I'm affirming, I'm asking a question, I'm putting in feelings, and I'm telling the universe every day what I want, which is why I get more and more of it every single day. You guys have a positively, absolutely amazing day. I love you. And as always, tell me how what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.